Hey YouTube, it's Fran Sleeved. Hi, I hope you guys are doing well. I am at a red light, so I figured I'd make a quick video update on my progress and how everything is going. I'm sure you noticed that I have much better smile than I did last week. The week has been wonky, but I had great weight loss this week. It's a little bit too much than I should be having, than any of us should be having. At this point, we want to keep our weight loss healthy and not go too fast, because we all know, because I'm sure that if we've had surgery or if we're watching this, we struggle with our weight, and the yo-yoing, a lot of that comes from unhealthy weight loss. So although I did lose a lot this week, I know that a lot of it is because I had my period last week, and therefore making the loss look number-wise as greater, but probably because I was just super bloated the Friday prior. So let me give you my stats. I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy on April 6th, 2017 with Dr. Bruce at Cary Wake Med in Cary, North Carolina, and he is with the bariatric specialist of North Carolina. So last week I came to you at 198, and then I only had a 0.4 weight loss, which we all know was due to my monthly friend. But I did weigh myself yesterday on my Wednesday or Friday, and my weight was 193.2. And although I have a bipolar scale, I did stand on it 3 times, and each time it was 193.2. So that's a whole loss of 4.8 pounds. And again, that's I don't want to see that every week, because I think that that's how we gain weight back. I also got sick on I came down with a horrible sign and something on Wednesday, where I had this horrible headache that I couldn't eat. So I'm sure that, and I kept drinking, like I got all my fluids in. So, you know, we have to take that into account as well. So if next week I don't have a loss, like that's why I'm documenting it, it's okay, because I had over a 4-pound loss, almost 5-pound loss in 1 week. So if next week I don't have a loss, that is not a stall. So those of you, when you have huge losses in 1 week, don't consider yourself a failure if you have a stall the next week. So I'm saying it right now. It's okay. The week's been good. There are a lot of changes going on, a lot of changes that I want to make, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I did want to talk a minute about this weight loss journey and what it means and the ups and downs that are associated with it. And I've gotten some comments thanking me for keeping it real, and I do appreciate that, because I think that keeping it real is important. I set up my vlog to journal my own journey, and I'm so grateful that in that I'm able to help others. So I think it's important that we do keep it real. There are a lot of videos that I watch, and everybody has this great weight loss and everybody's always feeling great, but we know, and as you guys saw last week, that's, to me, for me, my life isn't like that. I have some really bad weeks, I have some good weeks, I have some boring weeks, and the bottom line is, a lot of us use food as a crutch so much, and the biggest thing to realize is that this weight loss journey will never end, no matter how much weight I lose. No matter if I hit my goal of 150, if I get thinner than 150, then, you know, there'll be other weight loss, I'm sure, comments of, oh, you're too skinny. We see it all the time. So this journey, this fight never ends, and we need to remember that we have to be healthy up here. And getting healthy up here in our mental health is far more important than any weight we're going to lose. interrupt this video and this update for some pictures of my date night last night. And it's because I want to highlight some fun things that happen when you lose weight. What comes with some of the great NSVs and the confidence, and what makes the struggle all worth it, and what makes you realize this is why you did it, to be a more confident person. So as you can see from those pictures, my dress had a plunging neckline. Now, I've never liked my cleavage, ever. So ladies, there are some of us that absolutely don't like it. There are some of us that do like it. For me, if I can fit a 2-liter Coke bottle in between my boobs, that to me is not sexy cleavage. But I got all the things in place and all the things together, and it was the right bra with the right dress, and it looked pretty good. So, never worn anything like that in my life. I felt sexy. My husband kept telling me how beautiful I looked. And it made me feel good. So we get to dinner last night, and the waiter gets to our table, and he looks at me and directly looks at my husband and would not speak to me. He would only speak to my husband, which I thought was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious in the sense that how respectful was this waiter trying to be, because he knew that he would not be able to not look at my chest, and so therefore chose to speak to my husband. That did not offend me in the least. I thought it was funny, and it was flattering, Before I got out of the car when we got to the restaurant, I was extremely uncomfortable. I told my husband I did not want to get out of the car. I was like, what do I do with my boobs? But once I got out of the car, I got over it. It made me, I had to focus on walking correctly. I don't know if some of you realize when we lose so much weight that we are so used to this extra weight in our midsection in front of us that we kind of lean forward, and the dress, because it had this plunging neckline, if I would have leaned forward, you would have been able to see my boobs, and that's not attractive to be able to see the bra and stuff. So I had to make sure that my shoulders were back and I was standing up straight all night, that I was nice and tall, so that everything would stay in place. Because again, I've never worn anything like that in my life. And guys, we had the best time, and just the confidence that I had, the confidence that I walked with, it was, part of it is unexplainable. Part of it, I have no words for how fantastic I felt and how fantastic it felt to have people turn away because they knew that they weren't going to be able to look at my face or look me in the eye. So anyway, we ate dinner. The waiter finally talked to me when, I called him over because our appetizer was supposed to be grilled brie, and that brie was not grilled. And I'm not gonna lie, I was quite unhappy because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a cheese whore, as my friend likes to say. And I love some brie. And the fact that it wasn't warm like it was supposed to be, I was very disappointed. But anyway, it's another video for another time. I'm sorry, I'm sick, guys. I'm fighting. That's what I had. I have this congestion, this stuff going on. So I'm sorry for the man voice. But it is what it is, right? Yes, I had to stop the video and start. So now I suddenly am wearing sunglasses. It is quite sunny, and we have had quite a productive day. So hopefully you can tell in my voice that I'm not as raspy as I was. I don't know, was it a little sexy? I don't know. But anyway, so last night was a lot of fun, and very flattering. It felt nice. I could not stop taking pictures of myself, so kind of vain. But I'm entitled to that, right? I'm entitled to feel so confident that I just want to bask in that feeling for as long as I could hold on to it. I mean, it was amazing. And then we went to a jazz club afterwards, my husband and I, to get a drink. I had one drink and was like, okay, no more for me. And we had a great time. And again, it's very flattering. I felt so confident. You know, just something different for those of you that can relate. I'd love to go out. Even when I was big, I loved going out. And, you know, the pre-surgery, I would be sitting at a club or sitting at a bar. And if somebody needed to order something, like, they couldn't get around me because I was big. And it was annoying. And I was very aware of how annoyed people may be. Always thinking to myself, I would probably be annoyed if that was me trying to stand next to me. And I am now very aware of how I'm not in the way. Like, you can walk around me and I'm not in the way, and that also is pretty cool feeling. Of not feeling like that fat girl in the way. And I know that it's unhealthy to think that way. I know that a lot of that is, you know, mental health, and I am trying to take care of myself better that way. But you guys know I'm not gonna lie to you. And, you know, maybe I'm just saying it out loud, but yeah, you know, it's nice not to be in the way, because damn it, you can walk around me now. So, this video took a different turn because I had a great time last night, and it was so nice. I love my husband. I love my family. I love being married. We have date nights every other week to, you know, keep everything fresh and fun. And it's so important because when you have children and grandchildren and lots of children and adult children still living in your home, it's very easy to lose sight of your marriage and you and your husband, and or you and your wife, for those men out there. So just remember to keep your relationships in the forefront. I think I mentioned it in an early video when our marriage was, you know, going through trouble over the summer. Part of it was that I was so wrapped up, and this surgery was all about me, and I was so wrapped up in what I was going through and what I was feeling and what I was doing, that I wasn't putting any time and effort and energy into our marriage and what this meant for the both of us and what this meant for us as a family. So we need to make sure that we're doing that too and taking care of each other. All right, so take care of your loved ones. Take care of your husband, take care of your wives, take care of yourself first, but don't forget everybody else. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great week, guys. Bye, YouTube.